Okay, why don't we move on? We'll take one from here.
Good morning, James Rocky, MSN Movies. I'm very curious, all the enthusiasm for films can kind of eclipse the fact these are a series of 4 novels. I'm curious, which of the novels resonates the most for you as a reader or as an actor? You know, which ones have you most enjoyed or are most enthused about working in?
My favorite book was actually Eclipse, so I'm pretty excited to... It's got action, yeah. I mean, the action levels continue to build in this series, so I think I enjoy that. But also the fact that, you know, Twilight sets up the romance between Bella and Edward, and then Bella and Jacob's friendship grows in New Moon, but in Eclipse, it's the 3 of them actually, like, physically together, and we have to team up and make this decision to try and be friends to protect her. So I think that is like the ultimate high point of the series, where it's the love triangle in Eclipse. So I'm excited to get going.
I liked New Moon, just in terms of like how far I can push myself within this series. I feel like after New Moon, it's sort of smooth sailing for her. She's very solid and content and happy, but in the second one, she's nothing. Like literally, it's just lost. Yeah, I got to find her again, which was, not easy. But yeah, the second one for sure.
New Moon was my favorite book as well. I mean, mainly because I like the sort of juxtaposition of so many people being, you know, it's such a hyped character, Edward, and there are so many people who look at him as such a kind of romantic hero. And in New Moon, the way I read it anyway was, he's just so humbled. I mean, it's a character who's looking at Bella and thinking, you know, he loves something too much that he can't be around, and kind of deliberately starts breaking it and breaking up their relationship, which I think is a very relatable thing, and it's very kind of painful. And yeah, and just the final fight sequence at the end, you know, Bella ends up saving Edward, as she does in every single one of the books, and it's so, I just find it really funny how, you know, everyone looks at Edward as the hero, and he's being continually saved by the damsel in distress, and I think he really realizes it in New Moon, and Eclipse is about him, you know, trying to really catch up with Jacob. I mean, because he's so out of the loop and he can't speak in superlatives anymore. You have to actually, you know, he's accepted being part of the world, and he needs to catch up to Jacob. So yeah, I always like New Moon.
All right, I think we've only got time for 2 more questions, so we'll go over here first.
George Pinocchio from KBC in Los Angeles. I think it's great that you're here, and we're your present and we're your future, and we're going to be here for other press conferences and roundtables and one-on-ones, all trying to get that personal touch. So I want to help you out. Please, each of you tell me the one Twilight question you never want to answer again.
What's it like kissing Taylor Luna?
What was yours? To growl. Well, actually, I'm asked that more by fans. They asked me to growl for them, and I really don't enjoy doing that. So that's for the fans. Please don't ask me to growl. Just wait for the movie.
You can ask me anything you want.
She's easy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now that's already on blogs somewhere. So
I know.
Thank you very much.
All right, we've got time for one more question, so right over here, please.
Hi, Bob Stenzel with firstshowing.net. This question is for Kristen and Robert. You guys have great chemistry on film romantically. Is there any chemistry off camera?
We talked about not going to personal questions, so why don't we ask the next question?
Sure. Yep.
This is for Robert. Robert, is it true that you already read Midnight Sun, and should we expect to listen to any of your songs in New Moon? Did you read Midnight Sun, the book that tells the tale by Edward's perspective?
Yes. But that, I mean, that was more in relation to Twilight. I mean, it was literally the entire storyline of Twilight just from Edward's perspective. So I guess, I mean, I haven't really looked too much at that for New Moon, because for whatever reason I could connect a lot more to New Moon than I could to Twilight. But I could connect to Midnight Sun a lot more than Twilight, I mean, obviously. But yeah, I mean, I don't really think I've used that much. I mean, I guess it's kind of gone in, but not really for me.
And should we expect any musical contribution from you to New Moon?
No.
Thank you.
All right, I think that's going to do it for us. Thanks again for coming out. A big hand for our cast. Thank you very much as well.